grab the map because you get 2, right? They're not going to do it though. Miracle's going to get the map pick. We're going to Sky Temple. This is the best map for Miracle. This is the map where they can snowball the easiest.
Maybe another false set from Gunza. After game 2, maybe not. We'll see some Dehaka coming in from H82. Focusing on Dehaka and few more globals are very possible on this map. Ace wants to team fight. I think banning Medivh would be a stronger ban compared to Maiev for Miracle because they will have the second ban.
Yeah. Well, are we going to see a Medivh?
Let's see.
Ace gets to make the choice right now.
I think it's going to be a Garrosh one.
I think it makes
Have
sense.
a throwaway.
What happens if Miracle bans Medivh now? That's what I really want to see.
Well, Feliz was never really considering Maiev, but Ace, they actually wanted to play Maiev. Of course, did not have the best results again with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is Miracle prepared for a Maiev? Is that the better option? I don't think they're going to do it, but I would love to see it just as an experiment. And as you can see, they do not. So it will be a Medivh first pick, probably. That gives Malfurion over to the other side, though. And if we continue to see really good Twilight Dreams out of Jaehyun, I think that Miracle's going to be very happy with this. I wonder... I was thinking about this a lot last night, actually. But...
What is it?
Is there a way to make Diablo viable without Medivh? Like, is there a way Miracle could lock in Diablo in this rotation and then make it work? Because that could be another way to really stop this combination from coming through that's so popular right now. We're not going to find out in this game, but that's something that I'd like teams to think about. Something that I want to keep thinking about, see if that ever becomes a reality. It's just the denial Diablo pick, because we only have 2 bans, and they're right before, and there's only 1 ban right before the second phase. So
hey Wolf, Diablo pick happened last year, but of course in this year, basically never without the Medivh pair. But last year, in terms of the win rate, I don't think it was the worst.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was mostly Judy playing the Diablo 2. Lots of times in Spider or Infernal Shrines. Heard of with the Void Prison most of the time also. Back when Crazy Moving was on the roster.
Yeah. Wow. They don't even pick Diablo here. Just the Sonya Uther. Well, I could tell you whose favorite Diablo hero is about to get banned right now. I guess there's the argument that because Diablo is not picked, that Ace is not interested in using the Diablo, so you could think the other way, like, well, what if they're trying to trick us?
I think that's exactly what why they were using that time, to think once more before they make that choice, but it is going to be Diablo. It was obvious. Sky Temple, maybe you're thinking of a different tank here. As KCB also played... Didn't he play Johanna yesterday?
I don't think so, but I can check for you.
Oh, did play Garrosh once, and also Tyrael ETC a few times.
Yeah, yesterday it was a Nubarok 3 times, and then the Artanis, or sorry, the Diablo in the last game. The Abathur ban will come out. So, just trying to prevent that.
The
Genji clone.
Pretty powerful.
Very good on this map too.
And Ballistics destroyed Ace with the clone Genji comp with the Malfurion pair. So, always having that nightmare on themselves. Has to ban it out. Diablo's gone. What other tank do you really want to pick that suits the best for you and also a great one against Game is Hero Pool? Judy did play lots of Anubrak last year. What are you gonna say?
I was just saying it's a good question. It's a good discussion point. I think Anubrak is the best choice, but the ETC worked so well last game, and they're gonna lock it in. I like it because of the successful game last game, and this now puts Ace in a position where, surprise, surprise, the best choice looks like Anubrak. And what happened last time in this matchup with ETC versus Anubrak? Bad things happened to Ace. KCB was killed. He died 5 times that game, if I'm not remembering incorrectly.
I think it was 5 times.
So that's my thoughts on this this situation. So do you pick another tank that's a little bit tougher for ETC to punish, like an Arthas or a Muradin? The Arthas is strong against the Greymane. They already played it against Greymane on BOE, so that's another thing that we could see instead. Strong with Sonya. And we're looking for the DPS, obviously. Hanzo is the most likely choice. Whoa, Vala! Vala and Anubrak.
In 2018?
In 2018? Vala in 2018, lol? What? Scatter arrow buff. Scatter arrow buff. Sing
no, multi-shot.
Oh, sorry, multi-shot.
Yes.
I'm like, no! We do not need a scatter arrow buff. No scatter arrow buff.
Wolf said it, guys. Attack
Blizzard's
him.
like, yeah, you know, like, they didn't pick Hanzo there. Maybe we should buff scatter arrow.
Yeah, they picked Genji and Hanzo's through the draft.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we should buff him.
It's going to be a Hanzo-less draft, because this is going to be the sole laner for Miracle. Very likely would just be the Malthael. Ooh, Leoric. Well, Uther's on the other side, so I suppose that's why. Okay. Vala in 2018. Solo support. The Nubarak. We'll see if ETC shuts him down once again. That's the big question.
I would say it's similar in terms of charging in and getting some CC done. But how the hero works, that pairs up with the damage, and the big one is the APOC. That pairs up with the lane line. They don't have that, of course. Miracle was also thinking, maybe this is not the best map for Diablo, actually. Maybe there are not too many walls you can bump into to connect those CCs.
I think this has to be Polybomb, because of no Diablo. Also, if you try to use Leyline Seal, if, I don't want to say it's a counter, but if Leoric doesn't get caught by it, he can entomb the Leyline victims and protect them against, you know, damage coming out. So KCB will be on this Anubrak again. Witcher will be the Vala player. This is going to even be the regen glow build. What were you going to say?
Nothing. I'm fine as long as Vala doesn't go for that.
Oh my god, he picked the invisible mount again. Someone needs to tell him.
Okay.
It was the same hero he played last game.
So maybe he just didn't change it.
Yeah, he probably just didn't think about it. Which is, you know, it's in the rules, but it's not really invisible anyways. I can see it. I can see the outline.
I can see the feet.
The horse was born that way, but like a lot of people might, you know, in the future think that the horse looks less invisible now because of the stealth rework.
Rework onto the horse too?
So after the stealth rework, I guess he's not a prohibited mount anymore. I'm like, no, he is.
Well, they can catch him off the guard a lot more in this case. And KCB, the one who needs to be protected and has to be escaped. And we'll have that Medivh as a second source of their support in a way.
Yeah, half support, half damage.
Yeah.
He's a support, not a healer. That's what the distinction I think a lot of people don't draw. That's actually why I wish the...
So I think that's also why he's a specialist.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't actually directly heal
That's why I wish that the distinction that was drawn when the game came out was not support, but actually healer, because I think it creates a lot of confusion. Like, for example, Tyrael is a support, but he is not a healer. Tastar is a support, but he is not a healer. Medivh is a support, but he is not a healer. So these are the distinctions that we have to draw. He will, obviously, when he finishes his Master's Touch, be able to do a decent amount of damage in fights, a lot of poke, a lot of sustained damage. It's funny because he's, I guess, next to Gul'dan, the most sustained damage mage that exists. He can do a lot of damage over a long period of time as a mage.
But only if you hit that Q.
Yeah, if you miss it, then not so much.
So there's that condition, but of course, in terms of sustain and how often you can do the damage, of course, great mage. When is the rework coming? When is the rework for all the classes coming?
Well, I think Varian, like, Varian's so tanky, man. Like, he's not really multi-class anymore. Whenever the rest of the multi-class is going to come through, that's what I'm waiting for. Why isn't Deckard Cain, like, an assassin, a support, and a tank sometimes? I was really hyped for that.
Assassin that does no damage? Lornado doing 0 damage.
I just wish that Deckard Cain could have, like, chosen his level 1 and decided to be he was an assassin. Like, Deckard Cain pulls, like, he pulls the top of his cane off, it's a sword. Oh, look at this, Judy making plays again. No more Master's Touch. See you later.
I think he cancelled going in by clicking twice. Because I saw the animation and then once more right after.
I didn't catch it, but either way, Judy gets an early opening pick here, 3.5 minutes into the game. This EDC pick is a good one, you know, him and Blue Beetle. Sometimes I think players in Korea need to realize, I think Judy may have in this series, that just because a tank isn't meta doesn't mean you can't play it. As long as it's not super weak, you can actually play any type of hero as long as you have a reason for it, as long as you can make an argument for it.
Hey, I want to play Gaslow. I have a reason for it. I want to push lane.
Look at the dead body of KCP sprawled out like a starfish there. I'm just gonna ignore your request, G-Clef.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get back to you later.
You don't have to get back to me.
I know. Notice how aggressively we're seeing the Medivh positioning because he's so desperate to get stacks now because he's so behind. He's just trying to queue anybody he can.
Look at Judy how he's pressuring so hard. Well, Medivh available now. Judy has the Park Slide out. Here taking some damage. Protection on himself.
Hero actually protected himself and used the portal to save himself rather than working with his teammates because he was trying to get stacks. And this is because he died.
If they had entangle connected onto Rush, that was going to be a kill.
Oh my god!
Turnaround!
That was so well played by Rush. Now they got the portal. Rush actually having no fear there. That was a high-level play. Understanding how much support he would have from his Whirlwind and that Medivh is there trusting into his supports. That was a really... that was a moment that makes me give like a thumbs up. Like I hope that's in the highlight reel. That was very mechanically sound and intelligent what we saw.
Lots of root misses. Missed from Jaehyun there. If it connected at least once, could have been a lot better. A kill or a save.
Yeah. No, I mean, if he rooted it, it would have been different, but that was real quick thinking to get that kill. Still, I'm going to put them ahead, and they're still behind. Sonya's way far away from this bot shrine right now, trying to soak up for 20 or for 10. You know, gonna get to 20 eventually, maybe, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Not even 10 yet, Wolf.
Yeah. Not even 9 yet.
Easy on your horse. Only 6 minutes in.
Hey, I can at least I'm on an invisible horse here. Maybe a high horse, but not an invisible horse.
Oh, they hit 10 before the temple's available, but they're not going for it. They have 10, they have Mosh Pit, they have Tranquility, and Dragon Blade.
Ace, I think, actually should be trying to contest this.
Well, without the Sonya, it's really tough.
Yeah, I think she should have come down. The fact that she did not, and the fact that they're just like casually staring at the boss.
Also, they're getting some shots now, but they wasted all that time.
They basically didn't do anything. They were hesitant on every move. If they had contested right away with Sonya coming down, then it would have been great. The fact that they didn't turn down leads me to believe they thought they could get 10 before the boss was taken, which is a ridiculous notion. They get 10 to contest the shrine, at least with Sonya, and she is coming down now. Look at Genji, too. He's actually delaying the rotation. That's what he's up there to do. Sonya actually had to tap the well on her way down.
Because the bottom well is not available.
Good
Here
cleanse.
goes Judy.
Good cleanse to keep Witcher alive.
Must be cancelled with the cocoon instantly.
Exactly. Sniper coming in. Protection, they'll make it very difficult. Rush is likely to get a kill onto him. Does not actually have a spear available. Stun's coming into Jaehyun now. The coordination really good this time. On the side of Ace, Divine Shield perfectly timed just to make sure he gets the save. And Ace will win the team fight.
In terms of sustain, and the amount of damage that Vala was able to do in that team fight was basically insane. Judy, of course, was very weak after that mosh pit. Great cocoon usage. Now, this is a team that's really coming together with the Nubarak. That's how you play KCB, and that's well done. Usually, he does make that kind of play, but last game he was having a tough time.
Yeah, he certainly was. The coordination was much better in this last fight. So Ace takes a lead in experience. Structurally, still a little bit behind, but they go ahead and send Sonya over to take the camp while they are going to grab the siege camp. Medivh scouts to make sure that there's no invade. In fact, Sonya does not get the cap, just wants to further the experience to grab this wave while she can. And with that invade on the, or that steal of the blue side camp, it's going to be a pretty effective bot push with the Siege Giants. The Siege Giants will have to be dealt with by Leoric, so during this time, Ace has opportunities to look for picks, look for fights because they have Medivh constantly getting information. It's like they want to maybe try to push down the top fort.
This is a big match for Miracle.
Yeah.
Here they're pushing in. They're using this time. And because of the camp, Ace actually... This is one thing that Ace does a lot. Having 4-man, 5-man rotation. And not really putting the exact amount of resource where they need to. It's lack of awareness where the opponent is all the time. And Miracle used that small window of time to actually push into the wall. Catch up in the XP now. Leoric gets to come all the way up. 13 even level, but the temples are now coming up.
Push coming through. They have the spell armor here. This is a very difficult thing to deal with.
Look at the damage on the Judy.
Cleanse there coming in just in the nick of time, but this is going to be a dead fort. This is what their objective was. This is what we were talking about. Portal's down here. Jaehyun's going to use that tranquility early. They need to retreat now, though. Talking about Ace. Good just coming in, looking for that harass onto the Vala. Entomir grabs 2. Lots of cocktail damage coming out. You can see that Nubarak can get out. Sonya cannot, so it's a little bit extra damage there. A weird portal there, but they're going to get away. Could have been much worse for Ace, but they end up getting the fort. They just stay ahead in experience. The slightest lead at the moment.
I think the camp is already gone. Almost gone on top.
Yeah.
So Miracle is contesting, and they are holding the mosh pit. Cocoon's down and cooldown.
Oh man, the targeting here. Protection coming through here for Gunza. He does survive. That was so close.
Jaehyun is so low. Ice block actually might have killed him.
Yeah, I think he didn't need to do that quite like that. Sniper's caught here as well, and G-Cluff.
A full series?
10-minute miracle. Is it back? I think we're looking like might be going to game 5.
I think it's KCB who's just playing so much better than Judy right now.
Yeah, it's like he's flipped a switch. The focus firing with KCB, Witcher, and the Sonya, who I believe is Rush in this case, they are targeting whoever gets stunned, no matter what it is, but it's usually they're looking for the Greymane or the Genji. And the target firing has been fantastic. They have an Uther for stuns, they got Rain of Vengeance. The positioning needs to be better by Gunza, who cost them the Infernal Shrines game with the mistake on the Falstad next to the keep. died a few times in this game as well due to positioning mistakes. Miracle's not out of this game by any means. They're down talent tier down, but they have all their keeps alive. They can't look for a fight here. Realistically, I don't think against Benediction or Uther. Huge power spike at 16. But they're considering it. And because it's the bottom temple, they can't even contest the boss. In fact, Ace is going to try to use this against them.
Because this is the pit that you want to fight. You have the polybomb. You want to spread that all around. You also have the Vala, of course, not the Q build, but still the constant damage is coming in.
You know, I don't know if this boss is necessary by Ace. This is really greedy what they're doing here. Look at the position of Judy. Looking for that power slide and a potential Moss. Interrupted though. Great target fire. Blown up indeed. Polybomb eliminates most of the damage of Sniper. He's going to go down here despite the eyes in the dark. And that was, again, just great targeting. Judy wanted to get a big Mosh there, but Rain of Vengeance locks him down instantly before he can even cast it. And Ace just knows how to target select this game. They're really playing quite well, and they will take down this keep. And they're going to be now massively on this game. Any further picks could win them the game. Miracle has got to be shaken.
Miracle's still not 16. Remain's about to come back, but they have so much time. There's Sonya running down.
So boss push. Rush here, gets caught, but it's going to do a lot of damage. H82 will be the first to get burned down. Boss working on this core, 80%. Divine Shield on Dvala, so Sniper has taken a lot of damage. There's the protection. And that is going to be game. We are going to a game 5. Ace bringing it back.